All right, guys, it's Alex and Johnny
Oh, hey, man.
with Where Waters Meet podcast gear reviews today. And today we are going to be reviewing a product that John and I both have bought with our own money and we both wear. And we have many things that we like about it. And we'll talk about some of the differences of what we like and what we don't like. But we are going to be reviewing the, wait for it, the Patagonia Swift Current Expedition waders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big time.
big time. And
That's how you know you're big time.
yeah, you need knee pads. That's how you know.
Yes. That is a feature.
That is what they have. But today we have a set here, and these are John's that he wears.
Yep.
And how much time would you say that you've spent in these year wise and probably day wise roughly?
I think this is second year, 12 hours a day for about 3 months.
Yeah.
So
Zero leaks.
no, not on these ones. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the last set I didn't have any leaks. I just wore them out.
Yeah, which is an improvement because they did have leaking issues. Patagonia did
Yes.
back in the day.
Yep. The Rio Galagus. I probably pronounced that wrong.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I had a set of the. Now I'm drawing a blank. We should have thought this through.
we should have.
Yeah, I had a set. that-
Mine was like the previous generation from these big time seam issues.
yeah, and the issue that I had was seam issues where my gravel guards connected was the biggest issue that I had, and I think that it was just there was too much tension pulling on them with the boots that I had.
Yep, and I probably say the same thing. Mine was on like the inner thigh seam, and I squat down a lot, so I was probably putting too much pressure there, and the seams failed.
Big thighs.
Yeah, yeah.
Big thighs. But yeah, but so these are, quickly what we'll do is we'll go over kind of the features of these. And I mean, they have a lot of your typical stuff that you see with higher end waders. Instead of just having straps,
I'll hold it.
these have the padded shoulder straps that, come together with one in the center, which is nice. These are the zip front, which we'll get into later. John really likes the zip front. I prefer standard no zip front. But they give you a lot of lash points on here, and they got the quick cam locks so that you can slide them up and down.
Yeah,
And
they're convertible. They go down to your waist.
yeah, which it's good to note that you can do that with the zip fronts too. But yeah, you got attachment points for zingers and nippers or whatever you need. I sometimes clamp my hemos on here, and they hold up really well. These ones have a split pocket.
Yeah.
And then you still have a hand warmer.
Yeah, it's lined. It's
Yeah.
lightly lined.
Yeah, like micro fleece, I would say. And
Yep.
then I believe the zip front has the waterproof pocket over here, whereas if you have a standard one, it just is the one that flips out kind of right in the front.
And it also has side pockets
Yeah.
underneath your armpits.
Yeah, if you slide your hand in, which maybe you can.
I think it's
Yeah, you can kind of see there's this Lycra pocket.
and that'll fit a large fly box.
Yeah, and that's a huge feature for me. And then I mean, other than that, it's pretty standard. They have built-in knee pads, which I at first thought was gonna feel a little bit thick and gaumy. You don't even remember that they're there, but then what you realize is subconsciously it gives you confidence to like get on your knees quicker and move around and stuff. I actually really like them. And then they got the fabric gravel guard and the booties.
The booties are wool lined.
Yep.
Yep.
Which does help.
Yep. It does.
So and then just standard wading belt. I mean, for me personally, I would say that maybe we ought to just go into the zip front and standard aspect of what we use. I have this exact same wader, except it's a standard front, not zip front. John was just teasing me saying, well, have you tried a zip front? And I'm like, nope, not interested in it and don't want to do it. But I use my front pouch, especially if we go steelhead fishing.
Yep.
Like I don't necessarily need as many fly selections or gear. It's like I have a certain amount of tippet. I got one fly box with, my few stone flies and egg flies in there, or I stick them in my armpit pockets in there, and really I can have everything I need right in my waders with room to spare, some split shot, and so I love having the big pocket in the front.
You have a bigger, flips out, right?
Yeah.
It's much bigger. That is nice.
Yeah, because the flip out, I'll put my keys and my phone in there, and that's waterproof. And then I like having a complete pass through too to keep my hands warm.
It is nicer in the colder weather. Yep.
It is, and but that being said, ease of getting on, and if you don't need that much storage and you gotta hop out and pee a ton.
Yeah, so I like the zip front just because when I'm in Alaska, I'm usually in these at 7 in the morning to 7 at night. If I gotta take a leak, I just unzip it real quick,
Yeah,
and go. And like at the end of the day, I'm usually really tired, and even with the zip front, it makes it a little easier to pull them off. Not a ton, but I mean, just the little extra convenience. Yeah, I like it. And that's my first set of zipper fronts. Like I just had the regular ones before.
Yeah.
So.
And bathroom breaks are easier.
Bathroom breaks are easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one thing I do like about them, it's got like this webbing up here. I carry my Garmin GPS there.
Yep.
All the time.
Yeah.
It's right there all the time. So if I got to hit the emergency button, it's real easy for me to get to.
It's out of the way.
Yeah. And for a lot of you guys, that will make a difference because you're not in a remote place all the time.
But and the other thing that I think is worth noting with the Swift Current Expedition is they're very heavyweight. Like, yeah. So like, I would probably not suggest them if you are somebody that, say that you fish a tailwater and the water stays cold and you can fish right there in the heat of summer, you're probably going to cook in these waders.
Yeah, they are breathable, but they are heavy.
Yeah. Great cold weather wader though.
Yeah, it's like right around like a G4 in the Sims.
Yeah. Yeah, and for us, as far as floating around here, they're a great spring wader, they're a great fall wader, but like we've said before, most of our fishing out of a drift boat midsummer.
Yeah, we're done wearing.
We kind of are in flip flops, so we don't really need them. So I like it because most of the wader weather that I am in, they're pretty good. And if I'm not, I still have pant waders.
Me too.
And I got some lighter weight Patagonias that I still have in service. So
there's not a ton of stuff that I dislike on these. The only thing I wish like Patagonia would incorporate is I have this belt right here. It's a Patagonia wading belt. It's got some added back support on it. I wish they would add something to that wader where this belt would stay attached to it, like the regular wading belt. They have those loops, but it just doesn't put the belt in the right spot. Of if they like somehow added some Velcro or something where you could just Velcro that into one spot, I would dig.
Because like right now you have to use that standalone.
Yeah, it's standalone. It's like not attached to anything. Floating around in my gear.
Yeah.
The only other thing, and it doesn't happen all the time, with a convertible thing, there's this little loop here, and then this tab gets hooked, so that doesn't always go up and down right, and sometimes it's
that is worth noting because we have to fix that on each other quite a bit. Yeah.
But other than that, they've been bulletproof for me. I'm like I said, I'm in my waders a lot, and I'm not just fishing in these. I have to blow up rafts. I'm rowing the raft, jumping out, setting up tents on my knees, pounding stakes to set up tents.
I think that's the biggest testament to durability right there, because it's just it's like a raft. Like a wet durability in a raft is a completely different thing than dry durability, and just being in the dirt and everything with a set of waders when they're dry. I mean, they're going to go to pieces if they're going to.
We've had a lot of brands of waders that literally don't last 2 trips, brand new waders.
Yeah.
And these if I can get 2 years out of a pair of waders, that's a win. That's a win, and that company doesn't owe me anything.
Yeah.
And with the state of waders these days, that's a big thing, saying like these will do it, but they're definitely not for the casual fly fisher,
Yeah.
because
I
they're
mean, you could. I mean, if you did get them, you're probably going to have them
like,
for a very,
probably,
very
for-
long
yeah.
time. You know, you aren't going to have to worry about it. But yeah, I mean,
There's some money.
yeah, they're an investment. But it's funny, like wader prices, you do really get what you pay for. You know, it is one of those things for sure. And I mean, you can budget, you can budget shop for waders, if you don't fish all that often. But it's tough if a wader ends up leaking on you. It really just ruins.
It ruins a trip. And I will
does.
say another great thing. Patagonia customer service has been second to none. If something does happen to these, they will stand by it. You don't have to worry about it. And we're lucky that we have a Patagonia store very close to us, and everybody in that store is awesome.
They are awesome. And like in my previous model that I had, which, the Skinas, that's what I had. I had a set of Skinas and I had to return them 2 times.
Yeah.
It was no problem.
And once you have them back like 2 days, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super quick.
Yeah.
And they get it. And I will say that is a great thing about them as a company, is they get it. They're like, okay, this is something that you have that makes it so that you can do this thing, and you need it now. You know what I mean? Like, it's not one of those things like, well, we'll get to it. Yeah, you'll get it at some point in time. No, they want to get you out there. But they're most likely that way with all of their gear. That's purpose driven. But I know on the fly fishing end of things, their return policy's been spot on.
Yeah. And they have, I think that it's 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Yeah.
Is what
and we don't take like advantage of
if
that
it's
at all.
Something that I did, I'll eat that
100%. Or like you said, if you get a couple years out of a set of waders with your use, you're going to be like, it's time to buy a new set of waders. You aren't going to bring them in and be like, oh, they're leaking. But the thing is like, if you use a pair of waders and you go out 4 or 5 times and your feet are wet, well, I mean, that's just, that's not called for. So, but yeah, no, I like them a lot. I do think I'm probably gonna try out Squala possibly this guide season.
I'd be interested in those. But Patagonia's been really good to me, and I'm gonna stick with them.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose something different, I would either try the new Grundens. Or the Grundens I've actually seen. I haven't seen the Squalas yet out in the wild.
I haven't seen the Squalas in person either, but just getting back to Patagonia and these waders, just, like we did boots and stuff, and you were talking about what they did to get you your boots in Alaska, because you're guiding and you need boots, and like very impressive from a company standpoint is how much they care about their people that are actually out there in the wild.
I'm obviously on their pro program, and they take pretty good care of their guides.
Yeah, you got it. They're the ones that are out there doing it. Yeah, they're the ones doing it. But anyways, so I mean, I don't know. I think we covered it. Like, as far as we endorse this product. We both like it.
Is there anything you don't like other than the
other than the thing catching in the back? There literally is absolutely nothing that I do not like about them. And I will say that I absolutely love those armpit pockets.
Our friend Joe is the first one that had them. And he was like, "Look at this," and he'd like pull.
Yeah, we're like, where's all this stuff coming from? Like, you want a sandwich?
Yeah, exactly. But he also like got him like 5 sizes too big.
Yeah,
he could fit a small child in the front of it.
Oh, he could. Yeah, we should have Joe bring in his big ones and put them on. But yeah, I mean, there's a few little things on it, but we both like them. We endorse them. They're definitely tough and durable. And
they are.
Patagonia took care of a few of the issues that they had maybe like 6 or 7 years ago.
I think they figured it out.
Yeah, they figured it out. And
where there's some other companies right now that are like on the backslide.
Waders are that way though. It's funny with waders, like they're just constantly evolving as far as being good or being bad, and it seems like it always ends up getting down to who owns the company and where the waders are being made, and what products they're using, and we've experienced that in our home state with waders here.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like everybody used to wear a certain wader from a certain business, and
Yep.
you don't see anybody wearing them anymore.
No.
There's no point, not unless you like being. You might as well just wet wade.
Yep.
And
then that certain business got rid of their warranty. So
they got rid of, yeah.
then there was really no reason to buy them.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, yeah. So the Patagonia Swift Current Expedition waders, we like them. We endorse them. We'll probably spend our money on them again.
Yep.
And yeah. So we suggest them if you guys are looking for a wader that's in the higher, price tier. Definitely check them out. If not, Patagonia has other ones that are more budget friendly. But waders are pricey. It's kind of mind blowing. A fly line can cost $125 now anyway. So it's like
it's like one of the products where I stand by the like buy once cry once motto.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about comfort, and if you aren't comfortable, then you aren't going to be out there fishing. So yeah.
No.
All right.
Pick up a set. Spend all your money.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.